Hello guys, welcome to another exciting video tutorial. Today I'm gonna be using mainly new releases, some of the palettes that I haven't used that much, which, you know what, talking about how much I love certain palettes, I'm thinking I should use them even more. I know from time to time there are so many new makeup releases, so in between reviewing everything that's going on, it's harder sometimes to go back and to review some of the favorite products. Let alone some of the products that have been released a couple of years ago or so. But anyways, today, the main stars of today's video will be palette that was ranked #1 for my, I think it was October month palette ranking, which is Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance palette, and then the #1 of the last month, which is Xenon palette, and also this one ranked pretty high month before that. And there was Mcgrath Sunlit Seduction palette, which I haven't used that much. I did use it a couple of times here and there, but not as much as I would love to. These three are gonna be kind of main stars, and then I have two additional eyeshadow palettes, which are Tom Ford Soleil Neige palette and Mini Triachrome from Natasha Denona. So let's dive into this tutorial. As you can see, my eyebrows are already done, and I am going in with my PLouise base 02. As this moment, I feel like this is the shade that matches me really well. It's a tiny bit lighter than my skin tone, which is perfect. I don't want too light of a base, but at the same time, your base can be lighter, but never being darker than your skin tone. If I'm doing something really bright, then I may use like really light base to show off everything that I'm doing. But yeah, besides that, I just like to use one shade lighter than my skin tone for my base. First thing I'm going to do is to use Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette with the tourmaline pomade, and that will help me to make the depth and to outline this portion of the eye. I really do love this one because it gives you time to manipulate, to build it up, and it's easy to work with. See, once you blend it, it can go really sheer, but if you pack it, it can be really stronger in depth. Once I added even more of a base, now I will spread it out a little bit, and right here what I wanted to do is to make sure that this area right here follows the direction of my eye, and this direction will help to lift everything, look lifted, no matter what I'm doing later. Use Q-tip. Once the outline looks something like this, I will go in with the eyeshadows. Now, first eyeshadow I'm going to be using is to lighten up the area underneath my eyebrows, and that is going to be Tom Ford Soleil Neige, and I really will pack that one. Will help me later when I start blending my next eyeshadow. And as I'm going to lift my eyeshadow really high, it doesn't matter that I have like so much eyeshadow right here. Now, one eyeshadow palette that I haven't been using in a while now, and I did really enjoy this one. It's new palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance. This was their eyeshadow palette for the season of fall, but at the same time their holiday palette. So I wanted to go in first with the leather shade, and I realized this time it pulled really more type of a grayish color when I applied this one first, instead of just going later with these greens like I did in my initial video, which, oh my god, I really did love that look, one of my favorites. I am going in with the leather shade, and you can see now how dark it gets before I start to blending it. Like, it's really pigmented. For me, it's not even like a transitional color. Like, it is so... I'll say it's a bit darker actually than what I want it to be. But I will take my time, and the reason why I apply lighter shade before this is that now I can blend this one towards that lighter shade, and it will give me a beautiful transitional shade. Going in again, and you can see now as I am building this color how the pigment is real. I will drag this color kind of where my outline with the black was, just to try to smudge that more towards my skin, but also trying to blend it even more. Okay, once I'm done with this, I am going in with the shade Thorns, this deep muted green shade, and I will apply this one underneath the previous one. And now once I'm getting less product on my blending brush, I will just try to blend it even more. With a smaller blending brush, I will also pack that color once again, like so. And now with a bigger blending brush, I will make sure to smudge these edges a little bit more. Twilight will be the next shade that I'm gonna be using. And since this one is really dark, I will be using this one on the edge right here as well. But at the same time, we'll apply this shade even here to add a little bit more depth to my crease. Once I've done that, I'm going with the blending brush. And now, since we are working with like really smoky, deep, grungy shades, then always have kind of a bigger, clean blending brush for the edges. Okay, now for my lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the shade Thorns first, right on this area where I already applied my eyeshadow. And now shade Twilight, but just with a smaller brush right here on the edge. And to make everything even more deeper, like the end color should be black, I'm using Black as Black from the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. So this one goes kind of as a liner, and when I do apply liner later, like it's gonna be less visible in the sense that it's liner and it will be smudged. That's the reason why I like to use shadow first. Now we'll go back with my base, and this will help me to just kind of clean a little bit this area right here in the beginning. So now one palette that I haven't been using in a while is the newest Motership palette from Mcgrath. This is Sunlit Seduction, and I will go in with this gorgeous golden shade right here. And I will apply this one right in my inner corner. Wow, this combo is going to look so beautiful, especially after the next eyeshadow that I will be using. You'll see. Yeah, these special shades from Mcgrath, they are something special, I'll have to say. Regardless of the color story, I really do love them. Now, the next shade that I'm gonna be using, it is going to be from Xenon Palette Cygnus. I'm so drawn to this shade. It is so stunning. And once again, I realized while I swatched today's eyeshadows for this tutorial how gorgeous these two work together. Once I mix them, you'll see. And also, this shade goes beautifully with these that I applied from the ABH palette. I'm slowly connecting, okay, two things. So here first I'm going to connect Cygnus shade with the rest of this deep dark edge right here, and I want to finish that first. The reason for that is if I go with my brush, with the same brush right here with the pat light sparkly special shade, I will transfer that towards the edge. I don't want to do that, so instead wipe off a little bit of excess, and now we'll start to mix slowly these two, like just working like so on the edge. As you can see, I'm telling you, swatching eyeshadows, mixing eyeshadows and trying them before creating a look is everything. Okay, so the next step we're going to do, we're going to add a bit of color, and you can see the final result when it comes to the eyeshadow. What a difference actually does it make, and this is without the liner, without the eyelashes. So let's go. For my inner corner, I will go in with the Natasha shade, just a tiny bit, and the reason for this is just to kind of apply it in my inner corner. The next thing I'm going to do is I will just now focus on my lower lash line. Or wait, I want to finish my everything on my upper lid. Okay, let me just apply a bit of the base once I already have it on my brush right here, and we'll just additionally apply a little bit of base and going underneath my base right here that I already have. And I want to take a little bit of Thorns shade from the Anastasia palette, and I just wanna, usually what I like to do is to emphasize this edge right here. Like it makes the crease sharp, and also it just gives the, emphasizes the difference between the colors, and I love that. Now what I want to do is to go with one of my favorites, Mini from Natasha. This is her Mini Trichrome palette, and I want to go in with this shade right here first. And to pack, really pack the shadow, I'm using the tip of my brush, and like so, I am dabbing that onto my kind of lower lashes. Going again, that will create strong pigment, and then I'm gonna go and blend everything. I'm also gonna go in my inner corner as well, and I'm not moving until I reach the opacity that I want. This is really pigmented. These blues are so gorgeous. She made gorgeous palette with only 5 eyeshadows. I love it. Okay, time to blend using smaller blending brush. And also I want to smudge this and apply it a bit, even a bit lower. So I'm applying same shade on my small blending brush, and I'm bringing this really low with this blue shade right here, this baby sky blue shade. Amazing. I'm also packing that one right here, taking the previous brush, and I will bring that like right into my inner corner. And once again, I'm taking smaller brush to pack this baby blue from Natasha. I had an idea to do something pink, and with this blue as well would look gorgeous. And now with a deeper blue, I'm just gonna go once again right here, and like that I will finish this eyeshadow right here. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Duraline, and this is going to match what I am wearing right now, and going in with this blue shade and just apply it a little bit on top of the Duraline, and I can go now onto my waterline. I'm also packing a little bit of eyeshadow right here, kind of as my liner, so just around my lashes. Okay, and now for this edge right here, I will bring back a little bit of black. So I am using black as black eyeshadow once again, because when I applied shimmer, you kind of lost, because shimmer in a way will erase everything that you had underneath. So sometimes you have to go back with the original color that you want to have. Okay, I will apply some lashes. I will finish off the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. Okay guys, that will be it for today. Let me know in your comment section down below what are your thoughts when it comes to this type of makeup look, and I will see you guys really soon in my next one. Thank you for watching. Before you leave, make sure to watch this video and I'll see you. Bye!